Canada works every year to raise funds as part of Earth Month, which is like our Christmas. We're a very environmental company, and so we encourage our salon networks to raise funds towards WaterAid, which is a Canadian organization that provides access to clean water. Aveda itself is a very environmental company, and we work every Earth Month to raise funds for environmental initiatives. The last 10 years has been focused on water and access to clean water rights. In Canada, we work with WaterAid directly, WaterAid Canada. 100% something you take for granted until you're there, and I've been to Kenya, and I've been in some of these villages, and when you look at the water sources and what they are drinking, and you look at the amount of disease and sickness that's happening and malnourishment from not being able to farm, I mean, it's something that we just turn a tap on and we're able to access at any time. We don't think about it for our showers, brushing our teeth, no matter what you're doing. But when you're put in that situation, I was for a short period of time where you don't have access to water when you need it. It's amazing when you come home and you realize how fortunate we are and how lucky we are to have the comforts we have. It's a basic human right, and at the end of the day, everybody should have it.
We have 6 Aveda hair salons in Regina and surrounding area that help us to bring this all together. We have The Room Hair Design, Daniel Christopher Salon, Perimeter Studio, Pure Aveda Hair Co, and Finn Salon, and Sarah Lindsay the Makeup Store.
When we speak about Catwalk being a collaboration, it's not only the 3 of ourselves that are the co-founders of the events, but there are 6 other salons within the community. Their owners, their salon teams, their hairdressers. We have fashion designers that get on board. We have nail artists, makeup artists that really get on board to put on a show. It's about 50 to 60 models each show. And then beyond that, we've got great local businesses in the city that support us with helping us get venues, to lighting, to exposure and media as well too. So it really is a true collaboration of Regina. Outside backstage, as our guests come in, we have a great band. The Bureau will be playing as well too for us this year. We've got a silent auction, we've got some live dance happening, so there'll be quite a bit going on, and I think, to be honest, the energy from the guests is usually more curious, because I don't think they know what they're about to see.
So I'm helping out Sarah Lindsay, and I took care of the wardrobe for her set, and myself and another girl, we worked together. So the materials we used were cassette tape, recycled or upcycled men's garments. So we took a men's suit and refashioned it into like a dress and other women's clothing. And then just kind of household items like curtains and decor things, so that's kind of interesting. Just want to see what everybody else has created, because this event allows people to push the boundaries of fashion and be very creative with it, and just taking materials that you wouldn't really think of using for fashion as fashion. So I'm excited to see what all the other groups have put together.
The event can get pretty interesting. We are making outfits for models, but they are definitely wearable art pieces. You may not find these outfits walking the streets of Regina. It's not that kind of fashion. They are wearable art. So it gets a little wild and crazy and quite avant-garde, which is one of my favorite things. We make it a slight competition amongst the teams, a friendly competition. So we aren't aware of what the other teams are doing until we get there and we're backstage, and you've got 60 models and they're all like dressed up in this crazy, interesting, amazing art pieces. So that's a lot of fun. That's what the fun part of our event is.
We have some fantastic judges this year. Our first is Kip Simon, founder of 22 Fresh.
We have Cher Eberts from Jack FM.
And Holly Horvath from Teach Me Style blog.
And Lori Brown, fashion designer from Saskatoon.
I think I speak on behalf of all the judges that it's actually amazing that there's 50 looks and like the creativity range. It was such a broad spectrum of creativity, and it was amazing that it wasn't like we saw the same thing over and over, and that was amazing. But come the end of it, we picked Daniel Christopher.
Brown, and I am a fashion designer, and I was a judge tonight. This is an awesome experience to hang out with like our friends in the industry and all of our supporters that are always out here with us, and this is a time for me especially to be on the floor with everybody and hanging out and having fun.
I'm Pam Klein, and it was fantastic. Loved it, loved every minute. The preparation, the evening, the post-elation, it's fantastic. The whole process of the creativity and everybody coming together is kind of the big picture of the whole thing is what I love. But I really did enjoy the creativity around the dolls. I'm a doll collector, or was in my youth, so I could see my youth through that segment, so that was awesome. And I think there was something that I'd pull out from each of them. Whether it was the message of circle of life or upcycled clothing, there really is something to take away from each of the segments, and that makes it special. Like any big event, post-event, there's a rush. There's a feeling of elation, there's a feeling of relief, and it's absolute euphoria. And I feel it for everybody who participated in the show, because they've been working on this for a year, collecting items, creating, designing, and you could just feel the energy in the room, really from the moment the show started until, well, it's still going on. You can hear the music. That's so exciting to be part of that. And it's where it goes from here is it just, as I started the show, I said that if you've been to the event before, your expectations will be surpassed. Next year, they'll be surpassed again. They continue to elevate the creative genius that they bring to the show.
If you have program ideas that you'd like to see on Max TV Local On Demand, write us at max.local@sasktel.com.